So our next one is the song I mentioned, and it's called Iyana. Iyana. So that is a Xhosa word, and we have done Xhosa songs before, and I talked about the clicks in the language. We don't have any clicks in this one. It's all in English, but it was inspired by a visit to South Africa when I was working with some musicians there. And myself and a colleague, Bex Mather, who I've mentioned before because we've done one of her songs, we wrote this song while we were out there called Iyana. And Iyana means the rain has come in Xhosa. At least that's what I remember. So it was written with memories of our trip to South Africa, thinking of how lucky we were and rain's coming and how that's celebrated in Africa and any hot countries. And also another colleague and friend, Claire Tustin, you should check her out as well. I will put website details, etc. In the comments below. She's another great vocal leader and songwriter. She was using the songs in one of a show that she does for primary school children, and so she wrote the words to be slightly more about spring. So we're going to use her spring words. Okay, so let me get the lyrics up for you. So we've got some little, what we call riffs, which are little repeated bits. So if in doubt, you can sing these little repeated bits pretty much all the way through the song if you want. So it just goes, uses the title of the song. So it goes, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. So try that with me. Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. You can also do, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come, Iyana, the rain has come. So those fit together, and you'll hear in the recording that's what it does. But here's the melody. Now the melody is actually for two groups. So you'll see I have got the words and then they're repeated, but I've put them in italics, which means they're slightly slanty. We're going to go first. So we're going to do the normal font, and the recording will do the slanty font. So we've got journeying through meadows and plains, giving thanks to April spring rains. Your spirit is so generous. The world in spring has utterly changed. I'll break that down for you. So listen carefully and then repeat. So we've got journeying through meadows and plains. Your turn. Journeying through meadows and plains. Then we've got giving thanks to April spring rains. Your turn. Giving thanks to April spring rains. So you'll notice those melodies are da 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 da, both the same tune. Then we go lower. Your spirit is so generous. Ready? Your spirit is so generous. Good. And then you go, the world in spring has utterly changed. And the world in spring has utterly changed. So we're down low. Utterly changed. So let's check we can do that with our voice. Utterly changed. And again, utterly changed. So it's a big jump. Okay, so that's, your voice is very flexible. It can do lots of things. It can go high, it can go low, and it can jump from high to low, as we've just done. So let's try all of that one more time from journeying. Ready? Up high. Journeying through meadows and plains, giving thanks to April spring rains. Your spirit is so generous. The world in spring has utterly changed. Great. So let me just indicate how the little echo is going to work. So we're not going to try and do the echo because we're just learning this, but on the recording an echo will happen. So I'll just warn you how it sounds like. So it's like, so we go journeying through meadows and then the echo goes journeying through meadows and giving thanks to April spring, giving thanks to April spring rain. So it kind of crosses over a little bit. Okay, so the echo starts before we've finished our line. But don't let that put you off. So then we have like a second verse, and you will notice that the first line is not ours. We swap to being the echo. Okay, so we've just done the world in spring has utterly changed. And when we sing changed, the other group are going underneath the sky, and we echo underneath the sky we belong. Friends we meet so gentle and strong. Now because we're echoing, our second line needs to change slightly, just slightly at the end. So underneath the sky we belong. That's all the same. Friends we meet so gentle and strong. So we just need to come up, and gentle and strong. On strong, we need to come up instead of down. Sorry, both of them go up really, don't they? But it's not up as much. So underneath the sky we belong, gentle and strong. So belong. Can you try that first? That's our first echo line. Belong. So it's up, da da. So 3 notes. Then and strong, and strong. So it's just the next note. And strong. Try that again. And strong. Then belong and strong. So hopefully you can tell the difference. So we've got underneath the sky we belong. Friends we meet so gentle and strong. Then we can take the lead. Dare to try and to succeed. So that's the same tune as we did before. Spirit is so generous. Dare to try and to succeed. And then the other group does starting in the places we're from. Hopefully I haven't confused you too much, but you just follow me and I'll help you through it. So then we've talked about middle eights before. There's a middle eight, which is where it's a slightly different part of the song. So this bit goes, proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know, who can say how far we'll go. Okay, so there's 2 tricky bits, I guess, in this. Okay, so I'm challenging you here. 2 tricky bits. The end of every line, you haven't got very long to breathe. So you have to keep land and understand and know all quite short so you can breathe. So we've got proudly taking care of our land. Okay, so see if you can do that and be really short at the end. Ready? And proudly taking care of our land. Good. See if you can do it with teaching all to understand. Ready? Teaching all to understand. Did you manage? Let's do it again. Teaching all to understand. Good. Let's try working hard so all will know. Ready? And working hard so all will know. And again, working hard so all will know. Great. Then, last one, we have a long note, which is the second hard bit. Who can say how far we'll go? So we're going all the way up. It's a long note. That's where you got to make sure that you breathe and then you're using your tummy muscles to make your voice keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, so let's try that last line again. Who can say? Ready? And who can say how far we'll go? That's the one. All right, let's try and put it together. Remember, land, understand and know. Got to be really short so you can breathe straight after. Ready? And proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know, who can say how far we'll go. Did you manage? Very good if you did. And then we're into the last verse. So it just goes, standing in the circle with you, with our voices we can sing true. We move our feet upon the ground. Together we create something new. And then at the end, you can go tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap, which is kind of the thinking of the rain on the windows and things like that. Or tippy tappy tippy tappy tippy tappy tip, and it just kind of fades. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. We'll try it with the recording. And the thing that we did earlier, so again on the comments I'll put a link to a good video of a choir doing this. But choirs, so big groups of singers, you can make the sound of a rainstorm just with your body. Okay, and so those moves that we did at the beginning were some of the moves. So what you do, so this it'll only work when we're all together again, when we're able to come out of lockdown and be in big groups again and being, in school in big groups or in choirs, etc. So it won't be for a while, but you can practice on your own first. So you start rubbing your hands together. In fact, let me come back up to see you properly. So so what you do is imagine there's loads of you, okay, all standing beside each other, all in a big group. And so you start from one end. So the leader, I'm the leader. You start a bit like a Mexican wave. So when it moves across and moves across. Okay, so the people over this side would start rubbing their hands together. And then gradually it would spread along. Spread. I know spreading isn't normally a good thing in these times, but the sound would spread along. Sound spreading is fine. The sound would spread along till everybody was doing that. So imagine if there was 100 people all doing that. It would sound quite big. And then, so everybody's still doing that. And then individual people over this side start just clicking randomly. Remember, you can do it with your voice as well. And so this is like the raindrops just starting. And then more and more people join in. More and more people clicking. And then when that started clicking, then I know we did kind of this as well. You can move into this, but I normally go straight into the leg patting. And so the leg patting happens, and that starts getting really loud, and it travels along and along. So now that everybody's doing this leg patting, and it really sounds like it's really pouring down. And then remember, we did some jumping. So in the jumping, you'll see in the video that I sent a link to, if you go and watch that, or if you Google choir making rainstorm. Ideally, you've got hard shoes on and you're on a wooden floor, or even better, like staging, because staging can make some quite loud sounds anyway. Staging, and so you can be on that. And then you split into groups, and one half jumps and then another half jumps. And it kind of goes whilst you're doing this. So the rain's pouring, and then suddenly it goes, especially if you've got really good shoes and good surface. Anyway, right. So I'm going to get back to the songs. Otherwise, we'll run out of time for our fair trade one, which we must do. So this one, Iyana, here we go. We'll just sing through now. But you'll hear the rainstorm at the very beginning, hopefully. So hear this going. And then you start to hear the clicking. There you go. See, it just sounds like the rain on the roof. And then you start patting your legs. There you go, and that's when the rain's really coming down. It's really pouring down. You definitely want to be inside. And then you get a bit of thunder. Okay, so ready to jump. Have a bit of jump. Very good. Do again. Not cutting. And then it comes. And then we start dying down a little bit. Starts dying down a bit. The rain has come, Iyana. The rain has come, Iyana. proudly taking care of our land, teaching all to understand, working hard so all will know. Who can say how far we'll go? Standing in the circle with you, with our voices we can sing, with our voices we can sing. We move our feet upon the ground, building futures with us. Together we create something new. The rain has come, the rain has come, the rain has come, the rain has come. Great.